today, giving my eyes a little break from the contacts. I switch them out every month, and so I try to have a day where I don't put them in at all, just to give my eyes a little rest from them. But I think you can still very much be glam in glasses, so more power to all of you who wear glasses all the time. I've actually seen quite a few people here on YouTube who rock the glasses and look so awesome with them on. So I'm wearing mine today, and we're going to talk about new NYX products. And some of these I found online, some in an Ulta store. I'm pretty sure most of what I have here is all around new, but if not, some of it may just be new to me. But first thing I'm going to talk about are these Butter Glosses. So they've come out with this new line of lip glosses, and if you've seen other reviews I've done on NYX products, you know I really like the NYX Mega Shine glosses. I think they're just a really nice texture, very full-on color. What you see is what you get. I got these, and there are a couple of really high points for me with these. I think the texture is extremely comfortable on the lips. Like, does not feel sticky at all. They're not so unsticky that they have horrible staying power. So, I mean, these last okay on my lips when I wear them. Also, the scent reminds me of like a cake just out of the oven. I mean, very pleasant scent. A very like, I'm sensing some vanilla, but I also feel like some sort of baked thing, you know, like cupcakes or cake. Ooh, oh no. It's on my nose. Now it's in my lap. I knew there was a reason why I stayed in my pink pajama pants today, because I was gonna drop some pink lip gloss on them. Anyways, great scent, good texture. The thing I didn't love as much is the color payoff. I feel like it's not as bold as it might appear. I feel like they're all like really milky. When I put them on, they can be a bit streaky on the lips, like when you do a nail polish and it doesn't go, you know, nice and opaque in the first coat. You got to just work with it a little bit to get real nice even color. I feel like that's sometimes the way these apply, and they've got, you know, okay color here on my hand, but my lips, with the natural pigmentation that they have, they don't show up as full on color on my lips. In fact, the lightest shade just looks as if on my lips like I've put a clear gloss on or something. It's kind of strange. And I've got a blog post about these, showing them on my lips, going into much more detail, so you're aware. This first shade is called Eclair. That's that lightest pink. The pink that's got just a little more punch to it, this was the first one I got. This is called Meringue. So that's right there in the middle, little bit brighter pink. That's this. And then this one on the end that looks like it has a little more coral to it. I'm wearing that today, and that is called Maple Blondie. With that, I wanted like a little more color on the lips, so I took this Buxom Big and Healthy lipstick in Monaco, kind of a coordinating shade. Put that underneath, put the gloss on top. But I mean, you see what I mean? They're kind of like milky, creamy, but not like incredibly saturated on the colors. So for those reasons, I mean, I'm not out of my mind loving these. I'm not probably going to purchase any more of them, but I just wanted to show you what those were about. NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation. Was so excited when I saw they came out with this, and I ordered this off the website. The shade I got is Soft Beige, and it comes off, like when I go to put it on my face, it's just a little bit yellow for me, but I've got it on today, and I mean, it all pretty much worked out once you blend it in. But it says oil-free, water-based, full coverage, mineral-enriched, matte finish. And it all started, the love affair with Stay Matte But Not Flat started for me with the powder foundation. As you can see, I've used a lot of it. I have this one in medium beige. And what I've always felt was special about this product was that it combined coverage with a non-shiny finish, but yet it looked natural on the skin. There was no sparkle, no shimmer, nothing heavy like that popping out of this powder. Even though it covered up my problems and it erased the shine, it still looks like skin. So I've been very impressed with that. I don't know if I would call it a satin finish or if I would go that far, but it's just definitely an extraordinary finish on the skin. So I love the powder, and so I had a high standard for this. As far as the texture on this foundation, it's a little bit thicker than your average liquid foundation, so just a little bit more creamy. Once it blends in on the skin, like I love the the initial look that you get once this is all blended out, even if you haven't put concealer on or anything, you know, you may still need some for your circles and whatnot, but it looks so good. It's very consistent in the philosophy of the powder in that it does mattify you, but yet it looks like real skin. It's like you can see when you turn your head, like there's a little bit of a, I don't want to say glow because there's no shimmer or sparkle, but it gives a real skin type feel and finish. The coverage on this can be buildable. It's not enough for me to like correct a dark under eye or like the darkness you get kind of in the inner corners of your eye and stuff like that. I need some concealer there, but it can be built up a little bit to probably like the high end of medium coverage. So it's got all this stuff going for it. Does it actually last throughout the day? I'm not a very oily person, but I've worn this a few times just to test it with a very minimal amount of powder on my face, and I did get oily in my nose area primarily. I just looked at it and thought, ooh, that doesn't look quite as fresh and lovely as it did when I first put it on. So I needed to touch up. So with the normal routine, when I applied this and I put some powder over it, you know, make a conscious effort to set it, it really does wear pretty well throughout. I would say the majority of a day, like the majority of a work day, it's gonna look still pretty fresh for me at the end of the day. If you're incredibly oily, you may have a different story there, but I'm just kind of combo skin, so this is the problem. And I've got a little bronzer on, a little blush on, a little highlight on, so it's hard to just see the foundation here in this video, but it really does have a nice natural look, yet it covers and mattifies. Also got this Born to Glow liquid illuminator. It says lightweight liquid illuminator that gives skin a refreshed glow and beautiful highlight. The shade is Sunbeam, and I've got to say, I've only used this a few times and I feel like the container's like half full. Like as I hold it up to the light, it looks like it's just half full. That's not fair. It's like when you open up a bag of potato chips and you're like, where's all the chips? And it's like a third of the thing it got filled up. I don't know, not real pleased with that, but this is pretty much the exact same color as Benefit's High Beam. Let's just cut right to the chase here. Really reflective, just maybe the slightest hint of pink undertone in there, so really all the qualities of Benefit High Beam. Once it blends out all the way, the glow is really soft. I'll use it with my e.l.f. small stipple brush and it goes on very easily. I just put some on my hand first, get it on my brush, and then go to town. Gotta check again on what the cost was on this. This says 0.5 fluid ounces, and like I said, if this were all the way full, I would say that seems like a decent amount of product. You kind of compare it to the foundation here, you think you're getting quite a bit, but it seems to be only, I mean, like there's not much in there, so gotta double check on that as far as the, you know, what the value might be. But for the record, it does perform for me just like High Beam. I've got the Wonder Pencil. I feel like this needs a theme song and a little cape or something. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil, and it says it is a concealer, eye brightener, and reverse lip liner in one. What's special about this is that it comes in varying shades for different skin types. So I have light, and it looks like this, like a traditional pencil, but yeah, you can use this to conceal. I used it to conceal a little zit that I have in between my eyebrows. Can't see that anymore. I did do the reverse lip liner thingy. You know, you can use it around the Cupid's bow. If you don't like highly shimmery stuff there, this is gonna have the same sort of skin type finish as the concealer would have. Now, I used it in my waterline as well. See, it looks a little bit bright in my waterline. This was applied within the last probably half hour. For the long haul, throughout the whole day, this does not last as well in the waterline as the Rimmel Scandalize does or the Tarte Emphasize. So if you're buying it strictly for the eye brightening purposes, I wouldn't rate it as the best, but what is cool about it is if you want the multitasking, you can really find your skin type if you check out the different options. I'm not sure how far they go, how deep they went. They were sold out of most of these in the store, so I wasn't really able to see what all they had. Okay, let's talk eyeshadows. They've got some new single shadows called Glam Shadows, and I am wearing those today. I've got Amber Fire, and this is kind of a muted goldeny color. I say muted because it's just not the real brassy kind of gold you see a lot. It's a little bit softer, and it does have some sparkle in there, and I guess that's the overall tendency with these shadows is to have sparkle. I ordered these on the Ulta website, so I wasn't able to tell for sure what I was getting. This shade is called Sable, and basically I like one of these and not so much the other. I feel like this Amber Fire has a nice texture. I feel like it's kind of creamy feeling, even for having that glitter in there. It didn't feel real gritty. Color payoff was excellent, but this other one, this deeper one called Sable, I thought it felt gritty. The color payoff was not so hot. There you can see them both. I felt like that was a really nice texture. This one just felt kind of dry and gritty. And as you can see, for a dark brown, I don't think it's having quite that kind of effect that you see in there on my hand at all. I've got the more goldeny shade on my lid and the brown in the crease, so it kind of blended out and functioned almost like a matte color actually, which is crazy because you see how shimmery it is there. I would suggest maybe checking these out in stores. I mean, the way the NYX display is set up, you can swatch them and feel them for yourself because there may be some inconsistencies across this whole line. But then there's some other new palettes, new trios, just a whole new line basically of eyeshadow groupings. And one is called the Love and Florence collection, and they're configured with 5 shades like this. And this one's called Eat Love Be Fab. And this one just caught my eye for that gorgeous coral with kind of a gold reflective quality. I'm so doing a tutorial with this. I've been playing with this and created like a really neat look that I think you'd enjoy, but this is such a great palette. Nice matte brown to have right there. These 3 are yummy, gorgeous. Nice emerald green, really pops. The dark brown, not quite as impressed with that. It doesn't come off quite as dark as it should, as it would appear in here, but as a whole, I think this is a great little kit. See the swatches, I mean, the gold really pops, the coral shade is beautiful, even prettier than it looks in that swatch. The matte brown, truly soft, nice, I mean, just, that's a good shade to have just in general in your collection. Ooh, my phone's ringing. The green, and then there's that sparkly brown that I said wasn't quite as dark as I thought it should be. Can I call you back real quick? I'm just wrapping up this video. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. See ya. Bye. That was Mom. She thought I called her. I didn't call her, but I will call her. But anyway, it's a pretty sweet little palette, and this does make me want to, you know, look at what else they have in these kinds of shadows. Like I said, trios, this kind of grouping. I think there was yet another configuration, but I just really, that just kind of spoke to me when I saw it, and it said, buy me. So I did. So that's what I have. Just wanted to update you on some of those new things. I, again, do have a blog about these butter glosses, showing you more of how they actually look on the lips. So check that out. So thank you so much for spending some time with me and watching this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.